boys and girls. You should be on page 121 of your reading book. If you're not there, then go get your reading book and come back. The name of our passage today is On the Map by Lisa Fleming. She is the author. Now, today, this kind of passage we're reading is a lot different than what we're usually reading. This is informational text. That means this is nonfiction. It gives facts about a topic. We read this to get information, to learn something. We're going to be talking about maps today. Okay? You're going to see certain things in our story today. You might see photographs. You might see maps that explain a topic, and you're going to see information about maps. We can see the picture here, and it looks kind of like a map there. Let's turn the page. Okay, down at the bottom, I'm going to read. Put your finger under the word I'm reading. It says, this is a town. What do you see in the town? Now, is this a map or is it a photograph? Yes, it's a photograph. It's a real picture there. You can look at the different buildings to see that this is a town. And think about what you already know about towns. Towns have streets. They have all kinds of buildings, places where people work, maybe places where people go to church. Some towns have rivers or bridges. So we see all kinds of things in that town. Now look at this page. Down at the bottom it says, this is a map of a town. What do you see on the map? Okay, let's look up here. We see several things on the map. I see a map key. A key is something that has symbols on it. Symbols are little pictures that tells what the things in the picture are. Anytime you see a greenhouse, that means a house. This purple thing means that's a store. This orange building means that's a school. And then you can see the library, the bridge, a street, and a river. And you can see that this is a map, not a photograph. This is called a compass. A compass tells you directions. Okay, this is a map for the photograph over here. Here you can see a bridge. That's at the same place this bridge is. You can see a river that goes under the bridge on the photograph and the map. You can see buildings. Okay, these are stores. Over here you can see these exact same stores. Here you can see cars in the parking lot. Here you can see the parking lot. Okay, you can see right here a school. This is a school over in the photograph. Okay, let's look at the next page. Turn to the next page. This is a big city. What do you see in the city? Now, let's look. Do you think a city is bigger or smaller than a town? Yes, it's bigger. It's got many more buildings than it does. Okay, now let's look at the next page. This is a map of a big city. What do you see on the map? Okay, you can see the key just like it was on the other map that tells what these symbols stand for. That's what a key does. Okay, and you can see this is a photograph. This is a map. It is a photograph and a map of the same city. You can see the stores on the map. You can see the stores over in the photograph. You can see bridges, two bridges here, and you can see on the photograph two bridges. Okay, so you can see the same things. Let's turn the page. We live in many kinds of neighborhoods. What is your map like? Okay, right here, boys and girls, this is outside of a city called a suburb. Okay, you can see this is a caption or a label, really. This is a label that's on the picture that tells what this picture is. This is a farm. Do you live in a suburb? Do you live on a farm? Think about that. So you know the difference now between a photograph and a map. You see how pictures use labels to help you understand them. Okay, I want you to think about what a map of your neighborhood would look like. Would it look anything like this little boy's map? He has a compass on there. He has symbols to represent the houses. I see some plants. I see some streets. So think about what the difference between a map and a photograph is.